Jonathan is on the line in Memphis, Tennessee. Jonathan, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. I'm currently in the discovery phase, and I would say my career has been all over the map up to this point, and I'm not really finding the thing that's really my thing, and I could really use some help getting clarity.
Okay. Well, when you say you're in the discovery stage, have you gone through the practice of listing out your top talents and your top passions and then getting feedback from people who can verify that you're telling yourself the truth?
I haven't done that recently. I have listed out things in the past for myself, and I've talked with, I've heard feedback from other people about things that they think I'm good at, but I've never made a list and then talked with people close to me to see, hey, is this a list that you would agree with?
Yeah, I really want you to do that. We're going to walk you through the exercise real quick for other people that are listening and that may need to do the same thing. So let's just take a pass at it and not worry about what the result is. Let's just be really gut level honest, and I want you to take this list that we're going to create together, and I want you to talk to some people in your life and get verification that, again, you are self-aware and what you're saying is evidenced, and then that gives you the confidence to keep walking forward. So let's take a pass. I don't want you to overthink. I just want you to blurt out the answers. You've written this stuff down before. You know what you do best. What do you think you do better than anything else? What are your top talents or skills?
Probably what I've gotten the most feedback on as far as a skill is worship leading or music in general.
Okay, be more specific then. Worship leading is a very good specific, but is it playing and singing? Is it writing songs? What instrument is it? Just give me a snapshot.
It's leading leading a congregation in worship, so playing guitar and singing.
Okay, do you do that right now for your church?
I do. But not full time. It's something I do on a Sunday. It's a smaller church.
Right, and it's just, are you getting paid at all?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, how long have you been doing that?
Oh, man. Probably at least 10 years.
Okay, good. How old are you?
Off and on. I'm 29.
29 years old. Okay, give me a few other your top talents. Besides music, the ability to lead those people in worship, what else would you say is at the top of your talent list?
I'm good with computers, so I did an IT consulting thing for a while. So I definitely know how to trying to think how to word this as a skill specifically. I think this is where I get caught up is listing out the skills. What is it, like really identifying what it is that I'm good at.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, but just follow me, because what we need to just
all right, yeah,
because you're overthinking it. Let's just write. You're really good at technology. You're pretty darn good at it. You have a natural talent to understand and work within technology. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so let's move over to passion. Unless there's something else there that you need to blurt out on the talent side, let's just move over to passion. This is simply defined, and I'm not talking about hobby level passion where, hey, Ken, I like to watch birds, or I like to play golf. That's great. Unless you're a world-class golfer itself, I don't care how much you love it, you can't make a living doing it if you're not really, really good. So I'm talking about work that you love, that when you're engaged in it, you absolutely feel alive. I'm talking about a role or function that you have daydreamed about or even fantasized about, or even just as a kid, you always thought, I think I'd like to do this. I want to know what work, what function, what role fires you up when you think about it or when you are doing it.
Oh, man.
No, don't think. Just feel.
Okay. So I would say I have two scenarios that are sort of
good.
What I daydream about.
Okay, go.
So one scenario is me being like a session musician, because I know I like to be I like to have a home base. I don't want to be a touring musician necessarily. I would do that to get to where I want to go, but the end goal would be to be a session musician who plays during the week on albums, that sort of thing, and then I could lead worship on the weekends.
Okay.
And so music is definitely where I feel most alive. And then I would say the second scenario would be something within, well, I would say the first scenario is the ultimate.
Right. Okay. So let's go for the ultimate. You're 29 years old. You have a lot of time, Lord willing, and you've actually been playing, writing, singing for at least a decade, at least in a public setting, probably longer. So I
Right.
love what's going on here. Jonathan, I think you know exactly what you were created to do. I think you're just scared because you either think you don't have what it takes to actually get there, or you don't think you know how to get there. Am I right?
It's both.
Yeah, it's both. So let's just deal with this. All you have to do is plot out the steps. What would it take? Forget because first of all, we don't know if you have what it takes. I don't in this situation right now. I don't know. What I mean is I don't know if you're good enough to be a session recording artist. I don't know if your talent is there, but there are people who do know and who can validate and tell you if you're delusional. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, Jonathan. Step one is you have to get your talent. You have to get yourself, and you know how to do this, in front of some people who can assess your ability. Do I have the raw ability is what you're looking for. Not right now. They may say, well, you have the raw ability. If you work at it, yes, I can see you doing this. That's all we know. That's all we want to know. Do I have the raw talent with practice and performance and training and hours and time and commitment? Can I get there? Yes, you have that potential. That is what you need to know. If that is a yes from multiple voices, by the way, do not limit it to one voice. Multiple credible voices. You get multiple yeses, even if it's one no, it's a long shot. But four, yep, I think you can do it. It's a long shot, but you can do it. It's just going to be stay with it. That's what you have to do first. Once that is clear, that you have the talent to do it, now it's just talking to people who are actual session recording artists. Hey, how'd you get there? What was your path? What do you think the path is? Just talk to the people that are actually doing it. It's called the proximity principle. In order to do what I want to do, I've got to be around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. Start doing that after number one is finished. Just get in proximity. Keep doing what you're doing now and get in proximity. And when you get in proximity, you're going to get the pathway. You're going to get lots of great knowledge and wisdom. You're going to also meet key people who could get you in the right places where you meet other people and you start going after it. This is a part-time pursuit until it can be full-time. This is how simple this is. But if you are talented enough to do this, then you know how to get there. Don't be afraid. Because once you hear, hey, I do have what it takes, now you can just face fear right in the face. Just say, look at them and go, nope, not going to listen to you. I know how to get there.